I welcome you to Asempanaye D Basic, which is one of the schools that we have in the district. The school has a population of over 150 pupils. It has all the levels at the basic, that is kindergarten, primary, and the GHS. Looking at the school and the source of water that we see here, it's just a hand-dug well, an open hand-dug well, let me put it that way, which is not wholesome for consumption, especially for the school children. Waterborne diseases, skin rashes were issues that were very common in this area. If you look at the kind of water they are fetching from, imagine a school child drinks this water. We all understand what is actually going to happen. And this is something that is common in the school. They always report of it. The health workers have always been talking about it. If a child is sick, for instance, he comes to school, drinks from this well, and then he has diarrhea or skin rashes, it means that one, the parents will have to take the child to the hospital. And as a result of that, they may not be able to attend to their normal economic activities, which is basically farming that they do. Apart from that, it also affects the child's attendance and even the performance of the school children, because they may have to spend a lot of days in the home treating themselves. But once they have access to water which is very portable, these diseases will be out of their way and they will have enough time to learn in the school. They will spend most of their time in the school here, and that will actually help us. Aside that, let's even look at the distance from the school to this well. Anything at all can happen in between the well and the school. But bringing the tap just in the center of the school is also going to do away with any of those issues like snake bites and all that to the school children. And as a result of that, the assembly, through the Easy Water for Everyone, brought this facility here. But looking at the distance between the well and where we are putting the facility, in terms of proximity, it is becoming a challenge. And we are appealing that in order to ensure that the facility becomes very successful, we are appealing that we look at alternatives like providing a solar panel, as we saw in the other community, which is just some few meters away from the Asempanaye School. If there is any support from anywhere, we would be happy to receive it so that we'll have water flow in the school. In doing that, we'll be achieving the SDG goals that we've set for ourselves for 2030.
It appealed to us that they needed potable water, which we've come here to help them with. But the challenge now is that the initial arrangement that we had was to use a gasoline pump, and based on the distance from the well to the school, we will not be able to serve them with a gasoline pump. So at this point, it will be good that we use a solar pump that will be able to serve them, also save cost, even though the upfront cost will be higher. So if we use a gasoline pump, it means that they would have to make money available every time to buy gasoline to pump water anytime they needed to refill their overhead tanks. But if you use solar, sunlight is available here in Ghana, in Africa, all year round. So then we'll be able to reduce the cost of operational costs. Also, if we use gasoline, it could easily break down. When it breaks, we have to go to the capital to get it repaired. However, the solar pumps that we use, there's a lot of evidence that they can run for a number of over 5 years without breaking down. So these are one of the benefits that we want to consider and give them a solar pump. So we work in last mile communities. I always say last mile communities where you know that even in the next 10 years, the government will not be able to provide them with any water source because the regular technologies will not function in these areas. So they depend on hand-dug wells or streams, and we have a technology that will be able to clean the water, make it clean and safe for drinking. And then our filtration device is able to get rid of any pathogen, parasites, bacteria from the water. We work with the CSIR to do our water quality analysis for us to ensure that the water quality meets the national standard before we hand over the water to the community. So we are appealing on anybody who can donate any amount. It's enough to help support this worthy cause. Donate to support the work we do, and in this community and in other communities that we serve across Africa. No amount is small. From $5 to $25, any amount is enough to support us make water available to this community.